Dad, are you crying?
Who is your daddy?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
I am your father.
Oh my god.
Welcome back to Two Dads, One Sippy Cup, where we feel real.
We do?
Yeah, that's what we do. We were actually just in the discussion of naked kids, meaning like, where is it okay for your kid to be naked, and like, etc. So, do you want to tell the story?
Well, you want to talk about? You want to talk like in general?
No, let's talk.
Like
I do want to talk.
Media?
I do want to talk in general. I guess I also want to talk in social media, but tell the story first.
Okay, so my cousin, or Nicole's cousin / friend Jimmy, my in-law received a video on Snapchat from my wife, along with you got it as well, of Mikey running around my house butt naked, chasing after me and me chasing him. And he said that he should no longer receive those videos. Because he was at a doctor's office and some lady saw his phone. I disagree, like, with him personally, but
okay. Well, like specifically with that story, like, just tell the lady to fuck off. Second
yeah, like,
off,
don't look at my phone, bitch.
yeah.
Fuck off.
Let's just talk about it on social media, actually, because I never thought about this. Like, I guess the first time I snapped Chenzo, like, I put a little white box over his little piece good deal, like when he was in the bath. I felt weird at first, but now I'm kind of just like, it's just his little piece.
Yeah, well, it's also like different, right? Like, I have a boy who, like, he just wants to be naked. He doesn't want to wear clothes. He always wants to be naked.
Really?
I'm kind of that way. like I was always taking my clothes off. Still do. So I get it. I also, like, I'm not posting it as like my story on Instagram or like posting it on Instagram.
Right.
Like, Nicole even feels a type of way, like, if we take a picture of him in the bath, like, it used to be more than it is now. Like, now we're a little more okay with it, but like sending it to like family members, like, we would cover it, you know?
That's what I do with family members too, though. But because, like, if I send it to my friends, like to you guys, it's funny, and like, you guys are respectful of like just general boundaries.
But it's also like on Snapchat, it's different though.
Yeah, that is different. But once you send that picture to a family member, that family member could hold on to that picture for a long time and then pull it out when the kid's 12 years old and embarrass the fuck out of them, just for fun.
It's not even like, yeah, but it's also like parents and like Facebook and stuff. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, they
like,
don't get it really. They, like, as much as they were the ones that were like, don't say anything on Facebook. Don't put anything on Facebook. And then you watch what they do on Facebook and you're like, what on earth are you
They're
writing?
worse than like a high school kid. They're so much worse than that.
So much worse.
And plus, like, who knows who's on the internet, you know? So, like, I don't post it like that,
you
know? Yeah. Like, I don't know. Maybe I would feel differently about a girl. Like, I don't know.
I kind of feel like I would, yeah.
I
didn't even think of it from that point of view. But I guess I probably wouldn't, though, right? Like, if she was running out of the bathtub and, like, I was like, look how funny this is. Like, it's funny because it's a baby butt. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that's why it's fun. Like, so to me, like, any sort of like negative stuff, I don't even ever think about.
Right. Yeah, because like, it's funny because like, this is why it's funny when the kid's naked. Like, he's not even like thinking like, oh shit, like, I'm gonna cover up. I'm a little naked, you know. He's just like like butt ass naked, like leaning over his drawer, like fucking flinging shit out, like just like, and they just don't care. And like, that's why it's so funny, because like they're like, they have zero shame, like, of being naked, and it's just like so bizarre to us that it's like, it's hysterical.
So here's a scenario, I guess. Super Bowl, we went to Allie and Duke's, and Michael took a bath there with his cousin. Now, he like just runs around butt naked at the party, like just running around. I don't care. I just was only worried that he was gonna pee on their rug. Like other than that, I didn't care.
How did that happen though? I'm just curious.
Um, it all started. We normally like to give him a bath if we're out. Like it kind of like resets him a little bit. Like if he's getting a little cranky or like over it. Like if you give him like he loves a bath, so like it'll like reset him a little bit, and like it'll give you another hour.
Right.
Where like you had like 15 to 20 minutes, you'll get another hour. So what first happened was he fell into the dog's water bowl. So then we had to change his pants, but then he didn't want his pants back on, but he just had a diaper and a shirt. Then he likes to rip off his diaper. So then he rips off the diaper, then it's like, let's just go in the bath, and he takes off his shirt, and then he's just running around like
Gotcha.
a party full of people and kids just naked.
Like, what is your question? Like, what is the question here? Like, would I care?
Would you care? Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think that I would have. I don't, and this is not like a slight on you, obviously. I don't think I would have let that happen. Like, now I'm not saying like you shouldn't have let that happen. I'm just saying like I would have in my head like never thought like let me just let him run around naked. It would have been like no, dude, sit the fuck down. We're putting pants back on. But you said you had no pants.
See, no. We have pants, but see what you're missing.
Yeah.
Is a kid who can literally tell you no and like take his own pants
I mean that's
off.
that's the thing. Like my son is like when he's saying no, I'm like I hold him down and I put his pants on. You know what I mean? Like
no, it's very hard
right
now to like get him to do something he doesn't want to do without like being actually physical, like not just like pinned down. Like I'm talking like you gotta like wrestle him, like legit.
Right. No, yeah, I mean, I bet that is really hard. Like, I just don't know. I don't have a frame of reference for that. Like, because for me,
I hear you.
You know what I mean? Like, I see what you're saying. I don't think I would care. Like, it's not like if Chenzo was naked in front of other people, I wouldn't be like, this is a problem. Like, I'm gonna go to the beach. He's gonna be naked in front of the people. Like,
yeah,
you know, like I don't.
Yeah, it's also everyone's like parenting style, right? Like, not even parenting style. It's more like personality, because like that has nothing to do with parenting style.
Right.
Like everything's personality, right? Like I'm like a clown, I guess, you know, like I like do stupid shit all the time, and like I see Mikey do it like it's in him, and it's so funny to me
to like see you in him. That is funny.
That he's like so many things are like so me, and it's just like where did this come from?
Right.
Like even something stupid, like if he's focusing really hard on something, he'll like stick out his tongue like and I do that. And like if I'm like like I stick out my tongue when I'm like really thinking about shit. Like if I'm trying to like
really
hang
funny.
up and like measure or like something like that, hang up a
Right.
picture, I stick out my tongue like I'm thinking, and he does it, and it's just really funny. And like, so you know, if you're not that like running around naked is like a character trait, like something that's passed down.
I mean, it might be
but
one of
like
your character traits. No, I know what you mean though. Like I see what you're, like I can see it like happening to the point where like you're at a party and you're like, I don't want to be here as it is. Like I'm not gonna stop this kid from running around naked right now. Like that's not an argument I'm trying to have. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, there's so many arguments. Like no, you can't have like 4 popsicles for dinner. Like that one you gotta have, but you can't.
Right.
You can't have the. You really don't want to wear pants? Okay, I don't care. Just don't wear pants.
Right.
Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's certain things you draw the line at, but there's other things where you're just like you give in. Like that's just the way it is.
Yeah. Well, speaking of naked, right? So I have a question.
Okay.
At what? And obviously you don't know. Is what I'm gonna assume, because I don't know, and I'm here.
I'm gonna take
like
a guess.
What age do I stop like peeing in front of him and like changing in front of him? Because he knows, like I'll get naked and he'll like point and be like peachy, like he'll always do that.
I would say don't
like
stop.
so he knows.
You would stop
Until
he wants.
I mean,
until
soon
he
he's gonna
doesn't
like
until he doesn't want to be around you when you're naked, dude. That's what I.
I
that's
know.
what
I
I'm
just
gonna
feel
do.
like he's just like he remembers stuff now, like things happening. Like he'll remember something from weeks ago.
I guess I don't know. Like
Like
to be honest, I remember my dad's piece. I remember that. Like I remember taking showers with my dad. Like it's a memory. Like I have that. In my
I
head.
don't remember that. I remember seeing my grandpa's one time when he was peeing,
True.
but that's I don't remember anyone else's. What a weird conversation.
I remember seeing my
I just feel
grandma
like,
one time, and that was not fun for Vin.
well, Mikey says that his mom has a peach, so but seeing your grandma's peach, can't imagine that's fun.
No, I was downstairs. She was upstairs. There was a robe situation.
Oh my god.
It's a core memory in my mind.
Grandma Glow?
Yep.
That's so funny, man. That is so funny. And it makes sense. Like it makes sense.
I don't remember what the whole like. I don't remember anything around like what had happened. I just remember being like, "You're all right up there," and like, all right. So what age? I don't know. I to be honest, like, I don't know. Like, I guess you're right. Like, you don't want him to like have this like weird memory.
Of like my dad always getting naked in front of me. Like I don't
I guess that
like
is
yeah,
weird.
I was 8 years old and my dad was just getting naked in front of me,
Okay, so
changing
you
all the
think
time.
you think eight's too old?
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. I have no idea. I guess I'm gonna say I don't know. Until they can be trusted in a room alone, that's the age.
Well, mine's not even that problem. Like he so lately he's been obsessed with me. Like I cannot go to the bathroom. I cannot go into the kitchen. He loses his absolute shit if I leave. I don't know why, but it's like he ate his breakfast the other day, Sunday morning, while I took a shit. Right in front of me. Standing eating a waffle while I took in where this microphone is was where he was eating his waffle. Like
I don't know. Like I mean, I don't I feel like it's like probably 4. That's what I would guess.
I guess I'll let you know.
Because like here's the thing. Here's the thing. You don't want him going to pre-K and being like something about dad's piece. Like you don't need that problem in your life, you know?
Yeah, like nowadays, like the world's crazy, so they would be like cops in my house, like right away.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know because I'm telling you, like he remembers so much. Nicole slept out Friday night, and she went to Allie and Duke's. So Mikey's like, "Mama, Mama." I'm like, "She went to Uncle Duke and Aunt Allie's house and Bernie," and he goes, "Bernie ate sandwich." Because Bernie took his sandwich at the Super Bowl party
Oh shit, that's crazy.
like a month
dude.
ago. Like, so he remembered that like right away.
Wow, that's
And
pretty
that
cool
was
though.
like, it's really cool to see him like remember stuff.
And like be able to verbalize it, I guess is cool too.
Yeah, he's really starting to like use like more than one word,
Okay.
you know. But he's really slow. Like he'll be like, "Eat sandwich." And we're like, "Okay, man."
That's really funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
we're actually learning his language. Like every day he'll say stuff, and I'm like, "What?" and and he gets pissed, dude. I'll just be like, "Yeah, that's it," and he knows that I don't know what he's saying, and he'll say it like 5 times, like angry, and I'm like, "I'm sorry, I don't know what you're saying, dude. I have no idea."
That's really funny. I think I was saying last week like we're at the stage where he's like remembering like where like just like basically object permanence. Like he just like knows like the schedule. He knows like where the snacks are.
Yeah.
Like literally like tonight like I came out of my office and he was like, "All right, time to go upstairs." Like like let's go to
Yeah,
bed.
he's like, "I know what's going on now."
Yeah, he also does this cool thing now where he like after you take like his dirty clothes off him, he picks them up and puts them in the laundry basket. He takes his dirty diaper, brings it into, puts it in the garbage. It's crazy.
Nice. Yeah, I remember when Mikey started putting stuff in the garbage. Then for some reason it turned into he puts everything in the sink.
Oh,
Everything.
yeah. Everything goes in the sink.
Like garbage, he'll just put it in the sink. If we're out, like at my in-laws or something, he'll know where to put stuff in the garbage. For some reason at our house, he just puts everything in the sink.
All right, let's get into our first segment since we're 15 minutes in and we haven't discussed it yet.
Oh yeah.
Great expectations. So I had my father-in-law here this weekend, so I had my my expectations were not minimal parent, but a third of parenting, like one third, one third, one. Everybody gets a third, you know. I would say I did a normal amount of parenting.
Okay.
So that was that. But we did go to like one of those indoor playground things. Kind of stunk, to be honest.
Really, you didn't like it?
It
Or
wasn't
did he
a good,
not
it
like
wasn't a good one. It just wasn't a good one.
You know, where they apparently have really good ones, and I only know because Blippi. Apparently there's like cool ass ones in Las Vegas because that's
Really?
where he lives. So he's always going to different places in Vegas, and I'm like, oh shit,
Really? No, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean,
gotta watch some more Blippi, dude.
I've never watched Blippi. I don't even
Blippi's
know
cool.
what's Blippi. Is that the dog?
No, Blippi's a dude.
That's a dude's name.
His name's Blippi.
Is it a kids show or is it like an adult show?
No, it's a kid show.
Okay, I wasn't sure because like
He's an adult man who acts like a kid, and his name's Blippi.
okay. Yeah, I'll check it out.
He actually, before he became Blippi, spoiler alert for those who don't know, he made a Harlem Shake video. Do you remember the Harlem Shake videos?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but his was he stood on top of a toilet and had his friend lay on the floor, and he diarrheaed all over his friend,
No, that didn't happen.
right in his face.
Are you serious?
Go ahead, Google it.
I'm not gonna do that.
You have to watch it.
You
Not now,
can watch
but-
it.
Oh yeah, you can watch it. Yeah,
I don't.
I watched it.
That. You did watch it. Of course, you watched it. Yeah, no,
So
I
yeah,
didn't know
if
that
he can
about
make
Blippi.
if he can make it in the kids' world, so can you, man. So can
I'm not
you.
gonna take that risk.
No.
No.
Okay. Your food stuff's doing pretty good. If you want to plug it right now,
Oh yeah.
be my guest.
Yep. Plug in the food stuff. Follow me on IG.
What's your IG? You gotta like say it.
Oh, at Vindel Judas.
Oh yeah, what kind of cooking stuff do you do?
I'm a chef and I cook at home for my family.
Nice. How many followers do you have?
I just don't like talking about it.
How many followers do you have?
I have 30-something thousand followers. So
35.3.
Wow.
Looking at it right now. What a
Yeah.
ratio! You only follow 438 people. Good for you.
I know. Fuck these people. I don't need to follow anybody.
Always from scratch.com. Go there.
Yeah, so it's and here's another thing that's kind of interesting, and this is I guess a little bit off parenting, or it's sort of on parenting, but in order for me to do this, do that, like anything extra, like it always involves like I heard somebody talking about this the other day. They called it dad hours, where it's like
Yeah, I saw it on TikTok.
you did, and they were talking about how it's like the time before your family wakes up and the time after your family goes to sleep. And I do that. Like I wake up at 5 and like do all my cooking, and then like Chenzo wakes up at 7. So like that's typically when I do that. And then like with this, I do it like once we go to bed and Bay goes to sleep, I edit the pod. But it's interesting because like it's really embarrassing like to set up all the lights and like set up the kitchen to
Like,
look like a studio.
alone.
Yeah, it is. It's like it really sucks, especially when somebody's visiting.
It's not embarrassing, but
It embarrasses me because like people, especially our parents, like don't sort of get it really. So like they're like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
You know what
I mean, I'll tell my dad like, "Oh yeah, I'm podding tonight." He's like, "You still do that shit?" And I'm like, "Yeah, every Monday and Tuesday."
yeah, like it just feels like I don't know, it just feels weird, I guess. So like I don't even ever tell my parents about this kind of stuff anymore because like they just like don't get it. My mom's like, my parents will be like, "Oh, give me it, I'll share it," and I'm like, "You don't have to."
Don't worry.
They're like, "No, all my people will see it," and I'm like, "It doesn't."
They will. It is your demographic.
It is my demographic.
You're really missing out on all these South Florida people or North Florida people.
I could be, yeah.
But I hear you.
Because here's what happened. I set
with
up
your parents though. With your parents, you feel like you embarrassed about having it set up.
I did, yeah. Like I just felt like not that bad, but like when Marissa's dad was here and I was like, all right, I gotta set these lights up. Like the first night I set it up, like when he was like sleeping on the couch, and like then he like went right to bed. I don't even know if he like saw it, like, you know, like, but like it's so much shit where it's just like, what is this person doing? And like explaining it to somebody, like even like explaining this to like it's so hard to like they're just because their thing is always like, and it makes money, and I'm like, no, not yet. They're like, well, then why are you doing it? Well,
yeah,
it's
so
stupid
that's
thing.
like the funny thing about like the older generation is like if you're not doing something to make money, like what are you doing? Not that like you wouldn't take money or that's not your goal, but like why are you doing that? That's stupid.
Yeah,
like kind of thing.
Meanwhile, like they'll go like play pickleball. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I get you. I feel you. Hey man,
Um,
teach their own. What about like is it ever set up if like someone comes to your house, like a friend or like someone you're trying to be friends with, like is that embarrassing to you?
it's never set up like in a situation where there's people at the house because it's like it's very much so in the way. Like I'm gonna show you it right now. Like these are the lights. Like they're big.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
like so like I always have them in my office or whatever. But like people come into the office and they're like, "What are these for?" And that's like, I kind of just lie.
What do you say?
I tell them I do photography, which is like sort of true.
No, you don't.
I do tell them that, yeah.
You don't do photography.
Where I do
Not
photography.
like-
I photograph all the fucking food.
You videograph.
No, I photograph it, dude. If you look at the website, I photograph all of the food and then edit all the photos, and that's why they look so nice. I don't just like take that on my phone, like I photograph it. So that's what I do.
All right, do they ask you what do you take pictures of ever?
Usually no.
Does that ever happen?
Usually no, because like I don't offer it up.
So what are you gonna say?
I would say food.
Oh, what kind of food?
A food. It's so hard to explain because like if you're not making money, it's so embarrassing.
We're
to
role
explain.
playing.
If they said
We're
what kind
role
of food,
playing.
I would just say
Yes.
this is what I would say, and this is not true at all because I don't do this. I would say companies will like have a product that they want to sell, so I'll take pictures of the product and sell it. Like that's not what I do.
Oh,
It's what I want to do.
What companies? What companies?
And what companies? I would tell them. Let's see. I don't know. I haven't ever got. Nobody asked that many
Burger King.
questions. If you
Say Burger King.
If you don't like push the conversation, dude. This is what. Listen, ready for this? This happened today. I'm outside. I go outside with my kid and my dog. The neighbor's dog is just out, as always, just like fucking out, like not in the fence yard. They always leave the fence open or some shit. And the guy like. There's this dog running around like playing with Chenzo, whatever. And I know he's friendly because like they have a kid same age as for Chenzo. And I was just like, the guy comes out, he's like, Finn. I'm like, oh, he's out here, dude. And like he comes over and like I don't even know if he was trying to like have a conversation with me, but he was just kind of standing there. And I was like standing there and I was like, I'm not gonna be the guy that does this. Like, if you want to have this conversation, man, you better fucking have it. Because I'm not coming up with something at fucking 10 o'clock in the morning right now.
I mean, I get that.
I'm just not good at it like anymore. Like I just like am not. Especially like
Well,
when I'm in a situation where I think, because here's what I thought. I thought he was gonna grab his dog and go inside. Then he just kind of stood there, and I was like, oh, I was not prepared for a full blown convo. I would have walked over to the other side of the yard so this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah. Well, I have a similar situation. And if they listen to this podcast, then this is going to be even more awkward. So, on last week after work, I stopped at Stop and Shop to get some yogurt. Michael needed yogurt. Okay. I run into two people who I haven't seen in a long time from Massapequa in the aisle. And we're talking. I'm like, how you doing? This and that. And then I go, all right, well, it was really nice seeing you guys. And then they keep talking. And I don't know if they like heard me say it or if it was like they started talking and I started talking at the same time. But I tried to end the conversation and it didn't end.
So what'd you do? You stood there again?
So I just stood there and talked for another like 3 minutes in the aisle.
That's a long time.
And it wasn't like I didn't not want to talk to them. I just wanted to get yogurt and go home. I had been at work. I wanted to see Michael. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like the people.
Yeah,
It was
just like the situation.
it was the time and like,
Yeah.
you know, I just wanted to go home.
I was listening to a podcast today, and he was talking about how basically how people, like, as you get older and older, you have less and less time for your friends. And he was like, basically, he's like, sometimes you see your closest friends like once every 6 months, once every 8 months. And he's like,
And you're only going to see them like 5 times by the time you die or something?
Yeah. Did you listen to the same podcast?
I saw it on TikTok.
Oh, true. Yeah, he was like extrapolating it to like that bigger like number. And I was like, that's insane. I'm going to see Mike like fucking maybe 12 more times my whole life.
Yeah, that's it. Well, this counts.
This
no?
definitely
This
counts.
kinda
Yeah.
counts.
Yeah. The whole purpose,
We
the whole
see
reason
each
I
other.
do this is like it's an uninterrupted hour. Where I feel like most of the time we're on the phone and it's like,
Gotta go.
boss is calling. Dad's calling.
Nicole's calling.
I
Got a
on
patient.
the
See ya.
line. Fucking yeah. So but what the other thing he was saying was like, how like you don't want to like when you have that time, like that extra time where you're like, I have Friday night and like I haven't had a Friday night in a while. Like you don't want to go hang out with like these new people. Like you just want to hang out with your friends, like your real friends. Like it's so hard. And that's why it's so hard to make new friends.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, kind of.
And I'm truly of the train of thought where I don't think you can be friends with somebody unless you get blacked out with them one time. I truly believe that.
And like just do dumb things together.
I just like don't see how I can ever be friends with somebody I didn't get drunk with. And like the thing is I'm not really drinking right now, so like I don't think.
So you'll never make new friends.
I'm just too awkward sober.
You'll make friends like when Chenzo starts going to school and plays sports, if he plays sports or whatever he's into. Like those parents,
somebody will we'll get along with somebody.
Yeah, but it's not going to be like the same as like us or
because we'll never have a story where we're like, yeah, remember that time where we fucking probably should have went to jail for 5 years, like
yeah, because if you do any of the stuff we used to do,
like that would
you'll
end the friendship.
go to prison.
Yeah.
Like you just won't.
Right.
Not that we did anything like that bad, but in terms of like you're just kids and you do dumb shit. Like it's just what you do.
Yeah. So it's just it's hard to even like, because even now, like you feel like you have no time, and it's like the time I do have, especially because me and Marissa's schedules like do not line up. So it's like when we have time off, I'm just like, I just want to hang out with her. Like I'm not trying to like entertain people and hang out with her. So it's like tough. And I don't know, maybe that's just being selfish.
No, it's yeah, but if you're not allowed to be selfish in like the 2 hours a night you have to yourself, like when are you gonna be?
Right.
Like,
yeah, like this past Sunday, they wanted to have like her coworkers wanted to have a party for her at my house. And I was like, I said to her, I was like, I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. I'm sorry. So we didn't.
So it's a nice gesture-ish. Like, if you wanted to, like, take her to brunch.
I think it was like a joke at first, and then, like, he told too many people. So then everybody kind of thought it was going to be a real thing. And
no, you can't. That can't be, like, a thing, like, oh, we're going to throw you a party at your own house.
No.
Like, if you planned it, you can plan that.
So, like, I don't know. Like, I didn't want to do it last weekend because, like, Marissa's dad had just left, and I was like, well, you have, like, a Sunday now, like, to get shit done. And then this weekend, I got to go to Vegas. Oh, fuck. We're not going to be able to record the pod next week unless we do it on Sunday.
You're a bad dude, man.
I know.
Horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, so... Oh, wait. Is this our... We've been doing this for a year, I guess.
We've been doing it for a year, but we didn't hit 50 yet.
We did not. We're at 48.
Our first episode released like a couple days ago, a year ago.
Oh, it did. Okay.
You know?
Yeah, so we've been doing this a full year, which is great. Yeah. All right. Want to do the Reddit of the week? Or do you have a what would you do in this situation? Oh, we already did a what would you do, but we just didn't call it that.
No, I'm good. I have a like great expectations.
All right, cool.
It's not really a great expectation, but it's like something happening that affects all parents. So
All right, let's do
We'll do the Reddit.
the Reddit first. Am I the asshole for not letting our kids eat my wife's food? I have a wife and we have 2 children, 4 and 7. I work as a manager at a care home and my wife owns a bakery with her mom. My wife cooks all the time because she is much better at cooking than I am. I cook sometimes. She is the one who takes care of the house, kids, and chores. That's a wild thing to say. And all you do is manage a care home? Like you don't have any... Fucking jerk off. Yesterday when I came back from work, dinner was ready, so I plated it up for everyone while my wife was washing her hands. My kids like their food cut up. I was cutting their chicken into pieces, and it looked a bit pink. I told my wife to look at it, and she said it's a little pink, but it's fine. I told her I'm not letting them eat it if it's pink. She told me to stop being a baby and I won't kill them. I kept telling her it's pink in the middle and they shouldn't eat that. They can get food poisoning and that it's dangerous for them. She told me if you don't want them eating it, then you can cook them dinner. I made them cheese and ham toasties. Also made her one, but she didn't eat it. She told me she isn't talking to me if I think her cooking is horrible. I don't think it's horrible. I just didn't want our kids eating that. I told her to stop thinking she was right. So am I the asshole?
So
You're so weird about chicken.
yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I can't make chicken. I can, but it's not gonna be good because I will overcook the shit out of that chicken.
Bro,
because
just
chicken.
get a thermometer.
I had one. It went missing. Gone.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what you're saying. I think this guy's a total asshole, though. First off, if you don't do any of the cooking and the person who does the cooking says the chicken's fine, then the chicken's fine.
Ah, dude. I guess like if I was cooking and someone was like I would look at it and I would be like, no, that's pink, or it's not. It shouldn't be a debate.
Okay, but here's the thing: like, if it's a chicken breast, yes, it should not be pink. But like, if it's chicken thighs, like we don't know what kind of chicken it is, but like, if it's like a chicken thigh, it could be pink. Like, it's not gonna like. It's not. It doesn't mean it's not 165 degrees.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess you know, right? Like, wouldn't you know? Not you would know. It would be like to the point where it's like, all right, I'm not sure. If it's an I'm not sure, you're throwing it back on.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I just think this guy's an asshole. Like, I don't.
Well, probably
You know what I mean?
in general life, he might be, but it's also everything's about delivery. This is the first one where like I don't really know because I don't know like how he
pink the
really
chicken
said
was.
it,
Right.
and how pink was this chicken? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess the thing is to have the balls to not be the one that makes any food ever, but then like because the chicken was pink, fucking make some ham and cheese toasties, and like who even knows what the fuck that is, but like
Like a grilled cheese?
I don't know. He spelled mum, so he must be from like London. So I don't know what a toasty is, but
All right.
I feel like it's like something weird. It's probably like a fucking like open faced sandwich. Yeah, I don't know. I do see what you're saying. Like if the chicken's raw, the chicken like then he's not wrong. He doesn't do the cooking, so like I just don't believe he knows like if it's raw or not.
Sorry, I'm looking up ham and cheese toasty.
What is it?
It's it looks just like a grilled cheese. Cheese toasty is a bread with cheese on it that is toasted. So it's not grilled, it's toasted.
That's what my mom used to make her grilled cheeses like that. Like for herself, she would just
So
put
you had grilled toasties?
No, I didn't have that. She would make us real grilled cheese, and then she would put her toast in the toaster oven with cheese on it.
So she had grilled toast.
Also,
the
the first question makes sense. Why didn't you put the chicken back in the oven? Like,
yeah, like why did it turn into like a
new meal that you had to make?
Also, like an instant like. If you don't like it, don't eat it, or make your own, or something like that. That just didn't seem like a healthy day for them.
Yeah,
you know,
for
it
sure,
didn't
for
seem
sure.
like their relationship was in a good place that day.
No, they were not communicating well.
Yeah, like because that's not enough to like be like I'm not talking to you.
Right.
Like something else led to that.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
So I'll go with he was the asshole because he probably.
I kind of think they both probably suck. Like she was probably freaked. She was probably like waiting to bite his head off, and then this jerk off is
And
just
that,
like saying
yeah.
that. You know what I mean? Like, like
Yeah, but like she didn't try and solve it. She wasn't like, all right, let's just put it back in for another 2 minutes or whatever this case may
yeah,
be.
like she called him a baby. Like obviously that was gonna like tick him off.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna be like, oh, you're right, that chicken's not pink. That's not where that
like
was going.
if she really was like, you know, the color of the chicken's not really a good indicator. Like we could just use a thermometer and check though if you'd like. Like then fine. Like he's a total asshole. But like she was just like, it won't kill them. Well, like if it's raw,
Like if they get salmonella,
Yeah,
it
like-
actually could. So that's what I mean. Like I'm not sure.
right,
I think he's an asshole in general.
Right.
But I could be wrong.
that's how I think feel about most of these people. Like yeah, like in this specific scenario, you're not the asshole, but like you are definitely an asshole. Like,
Yeah. Agreed.
all right. What are your great expectations? What do we got?
It's not so much an expectation. It's more of a warning
Oh, a
for
warning.
you parents out there.
A foreshadowing.
Yes. So I told you Michael was going to sleep like a full hour early today,
Oh yeah.
and you said why? And I said, well, he didn't nap good, but it worked out. And I told you I'd tell you the reason why on the pod. The reason why, Vin, is because on Sunday we moved the clocks forward, my friend.
Are you nervous for this?
He handled the last one really well, but I'm nervous that it's going to lead to like a 8:30, 9 o'clock bedtime.
True. I guess the thing for you is it's really gonna fuck up your mornings, if anything, because you're gonna have to wake him up, right?
Well, I already wake him up.
Oh, you do.
So, yeah. So, I wake him up at 6:40 every day besides weekends.
True.
So now that's really going to be like 5:40 to
True.
him. So, normally what we did last time was like the Monday before, we put him to sleep 15 minutes earlier than normal. The Wednesday before, a half hour.
Gotcha.
Or the Friday, try for another 45 minutes maybe, and then by Sunday, hopefully you're okay. We'll see.
True.
It just happened to be that like he took like a stroller nap today, and like we asked him at like 5:50. We were like, "You want to go to bed?" And he's like, "Yeah." Like he was over it. He never says yeah, but
True.
he was tired. So
That's a good start. Then.
today worked out. But sometimes he doesn't wake up till 3:30 from a nap. So
We decided we're just gonna like let it be like late, like for that day, for those 2 days, because I'm leaving. So like we're gonna let him just like be on his normal schedule, like just like move the clocks, and he'll just be a different time schedule, whatever. We'll put him down later, but it'll be good because then the day Marissa gets home, like Marissa will get home, she'll be able to put him down at 8:30, and then he'll wake up late the next day, and then she figures she'll just start slowly pulling the naps back. And
yeah, I mean everyone does it their own way. I only did it that way because I
feel
saw
like-
it on TikTok.
oh, you did? Yes. I don't know. I think I can honestly put him down at 6:30 today, and like he'd probably fall asleep, like eventually. I just like don't
Well,
know.
we started to become not lazy. I don't know, like a little more lax. Like next thing you know, it'd be like 8 o'clock, and we're like, shit, like he's got to go to bed.
True.
Because he does everything in his power to avoid going to bed. So
True.
he'll all of a sudden want to go downstairs. He'll all of a sudden want to eat something that will take a while to eat. Or, all these things. Or he'll want to go play with something like randomly. And, we were just saying, okay, but now if that happens again, it's going to be 9 o'clock at night.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we're just kind of...
And it's like a
Fair.
different stage than I'm at, where it's like when I say it's fucking bedtime, I'm like, all right, dude, it's bedtime, and I pick him up and I put him in the bed. like that's still
Michael
where we're
scream, no, and then like sprint away from you if you're trying to like put his pajamas on.
at. That's pretty funny.
Like he is impossible with basically everything. Like we're in that like everything is no. Even if he actually means yes, he'll say no, and then he'll be like,
Wait.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, like anything is no. Doesn't matter, good, bad. No, he doesn't want. And if he wants it, he's gonna say, "This is mine." He'll be like, "Michael's sandwich," and I'm like, "All right, man. Nobody's taking your sandwich."
Will he like point at your sandwich and be like, Michael's sandwich?
He'll do that to like our water bottles, like Nicole's,
Oh
like
yeah,
big jug
Chenzo
of
always
water.
wants the
He'll be
water
like,
bottle.
"Michael's water." I'm like, "All right, man. It's your mom's, but okay."
I love when he points at something that's mine that I know he won't like, and he like won't stop. I'm like, all right, dude, you want my coffee? And I'll dip my fingers in the coffee and put it in his mouth. Be like, how'd you like that? Like,
That's like abusive.
you think so? I want him to know he doesn't like it, so he doesn't keep asking for
Well,
it.
Oh, Mikey knows coffee, but he never really goes to sip it. The other day, I go in the kitchen, I come back, and Mikey has these like fake lemons that he took off. Like we had like a fake plant that was like a lemon tree,
Oh, okay.
and he took the lemons off, like he picked them off. And I come in, and he's just dipping them in the coffee, and the coffee's flying everywhere. And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, fucking A, man.
So he doesn't really go to drink it, but he will make a mess.
Yeah,
That's
like
for sure.
he's never like tried to drink it, but like he like points at it like, I want that one. That's yours. I want that one. So I dip my fingers in it and I let him taste it. And I was like, do you still want that one? You know, and he did not.
All right, hey man, you do you. You do you, man.
And like, I don't know, that works with like certain things. Like other things, like he'll be like, no, I do want that. You know, like,
And you're like, "Fuck."
bro, I gotta tell
Why do
you,
we
I've
do
been
that?
making soup. I make soup pretty much every week now, and
They do look
eats-
pretty good.
He eats soup. Like, he'll just eat so much soup, dude. It's insane. Bro, I made mushroom soup the other day. It was only mushrooms. And he just ate it. Mushrooms, dude.
That's good.
It's
Michael
just-
still eats nothing, so
It's just, I mean, like, dude, if I put a mushroom in front of him, he's not eating it. Like, if I put anything in front of him, he's not eating it. But when it's in soup, he just eats it. It makes no
all of a
fucking
sudden
sense. I
he
swear
likes
to
soup.
God.
Hey, he likes soup, man. Leave him alone.
Like, you could put a roasted carrot down and then a carrot that was in soup, and he's always going to eat the soup carrot.
Yeah, that's good though.
My wife
So, yeah,
went to
I guess
dinner right
my-
now, and she told
Oh.
me it was going to be an early night, and she just texted me, just got the food. So,
Oh yeah, early night, my ass. That she's not gonna. She's
she's
not
like,
gonna be done for a while.
I
She's not gonna
know,
be
that's
home
what
till
I
like
just said.
10,
I said
10:30.
10 o'clock, yeah. Yeah. So, anything else?
No, I guess my expectation is I'm nervous. That's all. You know what else I'm nervous about?
What?
I keep looking in that mirror behind me, and I'm scared someone's gonna like pop their head out.
That would be scary for you. It would be cool if it moved
That
you.
would- What would you do? What would you do? What would you do if you saw it and I didn't see it? Like, what would you do?
Like, what are we talking here? Is it like a magical something, or is it like a person?
No, it's like a scary face in that mirror.
Like a little girl, like from The Ring, or like a.
Yeah, something like that. Or just a face. It could be any face.
I think I'd kill myself, honestly.
Well,
Because like I'm not living in a
Because
world
I'm-
with ghouls and goblins, bro. Like that's just not it.
I
for me.
feel you. Well, the thing is like besides this little light I have right next to me, I am in the pitch black. Like
Why?
I didn't feel like turning the lights on. And it's like kind of cold down here, so it's kind of creepy
You have
right
way
now.
less glare on you today than usual.
Cuz I don't have any of the lights on.
Yeah.
Here, let's see what happens if I turn this off. You-
Dude, yeah,
That's
I feel
how
like
dark
I'm
it
on, I
is.
feel like I'm on like chat roulette.
That's how dark it is. I mean, you slept down here. It gets dark as fuck
No,
down
it is
here,
dark
and
as
I'm
fuck
just in the
down there.
corner in the cold, and I keep staring at this mirror behind me like, fuck, man.
What was the other thing? You had another expectation?
No, just
No, you did. You just
Just-
said something. You were like,
I was just like kind of like worried about it. That's all about the time change. That's all.
oh, okay.
Nothing else.
All right. Then that's it for this week. We will see you all next Wednesday.
Wait, what episode number is this?
This is episode number 48.
Okay, close.